this week will be a success, either because I lost weight or because I didn't lose hope. So here's something that's been weighing on my mind. Today is Tuesday. I actually have a couple quick little errands to run. I just finished up at my gym, and then I'm going to go home and I'm going to do the weigh-in. I have no idea what that scale's going to say. I'm really hoping that I lost anything this week. And if not, I'm really hoping that I maintained. I was actually thinking, I spent a long time thinking about this. There's a reason that America leads the world in obesity. There's a reason that we are pretty much the fattest country in the world. And I've thought about this and pondered this, and I think the reason for that is not eating. It's not genetics. It's not our diets. I think what it really, truly, honestly comes down to is our inability to take personal responsibility. This week hasn't been a stellar week for me. It's been a week where I honestly haven't eaten the best. We were out of town. We were in town, but we were away, on a little vacation for basically 6 days of the last week. And because of that, we were in places where I didn't have the foods that I usually eat. We were in places where I wasn't doing the things that I usually do. We were in places where I wasn't always able to access my gym. And I had other stuff come up during the week. I had people that made statements that kind of guilted me into eating. And I had personal guilt where I felt like, gosh, I should be eating. We're in a social setting. And I had times when I was put into temptation because the hotel we went to was serving free gourmet cupcakes for their grand opening celebration that we knew nothing about. And then when we got there, I couldn't help but have one. And I wanted to come on here today, and I wanted to make a video kind of, saying, well, hey, my week's not great, it's because of this, that, and the other. But really, it's the more I reflected on it, the more it occurred to me, nobody put food into my mouth. Well, my son took a spoonful of applesauce this week and shoved it into my mouth. But aside from him, nobody put food into my mouth. I did it. It's my fault. I ate the cupcake. When somebody's trying to tell me that, well, hey, when you eat, it makes me feel fat, and I go, when you don't eat, it makes me feel fat, and then I go and eat, out of sympathy for them. I'm the one who put the food in my mouth. When I'm at the apple orchard this week on our little mini vacation, and I ate, about 1,000 calories worth of apples, which apples, one is good, but you eat a dozen. Too much of anything is bad. That was me that did that. That wasn't anybody else that did that. We have to take personal responsibility for our actions. And I think that it's easy when we're at fault, when we do something wrong, it's easy to try to find a scapegoat and to try to find an out and to try to say, well, I'm still doing good. It's because of this or that. I've got the fat gene. I've this or that. Truth be told, it's because of us. Even if there is such thing as a fat gene, you're still the one who decided that you were going to pig out on that stuff, I mean, really, before I started this diet for the food part, life changed for the whole thing. Before I started this journey, really, is what it is. I was eating probably 5,000-6,000 calories a day. Wasn't even thinking about it. And I was blaming the fat gene, and I was blaming the this and the that and the whatever. My family, genetics, and all this stuff is the reason that I'm overweight. And it's because the job I have doesn't allow me time to get to the gym regularly. It's because of this, that. It was because of me. It was my fault. I didn't eat right. I didn't exercise. I didn't care about my life. I was years or maybe months from being in a casket, and I didn't give a rip. It's my fault. And I started taking personal responsibility, and I started losing weight, and the pounds started flying off. And then when things start to get a little bit shaky this week, when I didn't have the best eating practices, I start to get into that blaming mode again. Oh, well, we didn't know that they were going to have a buffet with free cupcakes. Oh, I went to the orchard, and oh, people were telling me I should eat. I was the one who ate. So seriously, guys, I think the first step to a new life, to a journey to healthier living, is to take responsibility. Now, I don't know what the scale's going to say today. My weigh-in is less than an hour away. I've got a couple errands, and I'm going home stepping straight on the scale. This might be posted before or right about the same time as my weigh-in. I might lose a pound this week. I might maintain. I might even gain weight. I honestly don't know. My midweek step on the scale was not great, and so I'm really concerned about what it's going to look like right now. But you know, one way or the other, I'm going to own it. It's my doing, not nobody else's. If I want to stay on this journey and I want to keep losing, I've got to realize that this is my journey, and nobody else is making me eat the wrong foods. Nobody else is making me do things that I shouldn't do. Personal responsibility is the secret, in my opinion, to losing weight and to getting into shape. So it's going to be a happy Tuesday, one way or the other, either because I made progress in my goals, and even if I didn't, it's going to be a happy Tuesday because I'm taking responsibility for my actions, and I'm not letting that stop me. I'm never, never, never giving up, and neither should you. See you next time.